My toxic trait is that I believe in myself a little too much, and I truly believe that everything will work out for me even if I don't know how yet. Let me start off by saying I am not a coach, I am not a guru, I am just somebody who is borderline delusional, but somehow all of my delusions keep coming true. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, welcome in, take a seat. It's a little empty around here because this is my first ever YouTube video. Oh my gosh, it's your dreads! Ladies, I'm working type shit. Okay, locking back in. News flash, I have ADHD. Honestly, I probably have like 1,000 of those bitches, but medically, ADHD. So that's something you will come to learn on this channel. I will try to power through it, but authenticity is the name of the game, so fuck it. Now, there is a fine line between reality and believing all this shit is made up, and I am doing backflips on it. I'm doing tricks on it, you hear me? Like, we truly create more of this than we realize. I follow this creator on TikTok that said all it takes to get everything you want from this life is delusion and audacity. I'll actually insert the clip right here. All it takes to get everything you want from this life is delusion and audacity. Love her, one of my favorite creators of all time. But no, seriously, all it takes to get everything you want from this life is delusion and audacity. You have to be crazy enough to believe it's possible for you, and then just have the audacity, have the guts to go out into this world and take what's yours, to go out and go get it. Fortune favors the bold, baby. Have you ever heard the saying how you can't outwork a bad diet? Like if you're in the gym and you're eating Chick-fil-A right after, it cancels out. It's like PEMDAS. It's the same thing with your belief system. You cannot be, do, or have anything more than you believe is truly possible for you on a subconscious level. The first step to achieving anything is believing it's possible and then walking through the world as if it's already happened. And here's the kicker, here's the fun part. So simple yet so hard, you cannot have a single doubt in your mind. You have to believe that you're meant for this shit, that you're built for this shit, that you are worthy of it. Like whatever you want, whatever opportunity you are seeking to come your way, act like it was meant for you. Act like whatever room that your name is being said in that you haven't entered yet, that room, that table, that big idea that you cannot even comprehend yet, it was made for you. Even if you don't believe it, just act like you do. It's called delusional self-confidence, not justified self-confidence. You just gotta believe in yourself, twin. One cheat code to the universe that I've unlocked is that when you believe something and act like it, you will become it. Once upon a time, I was working 3 jobs to fund a clothing brand I had, and people would ask me all the time when they saw me, "How's your little business going?" Booming, bitch! Even if my bank account was negative, even if I hadn't made a sale in weeks. I finally learned that in order to become the 6-figure CEO of my dreams, I had to become her in my head and my heart before it was ever reflected back to me in real life. So what did I do? Instead of packing orders in my bedroom, I decided to go and get a warehouse. Instead of taking my orders myself to the post office in the trunk of my Nissan, I started scheduling pickups where the post office comes to you and like they take it for you. Just to get into the habit of one day when I'm making the money I want to make, these packages will not fit in my car. And honestly, even if they did, I am a 6-figure CEO. I don't do this. I don't do that. So I started scheduling pickups from my warehouse, even if it was only 1 or 2 packages, just to put it into my brain that this is who I am. If I wanted my collections to sell out, I had to be prepared for that. So I ordered a couple 100 shipping bags and then a couple 100 shipping labels. And it sounds weird to say, it sounds woo-woo, it sounds whatever. But even when I wasn't making sales for weeks, even when I'm still working these 3 jobs, even though I'm in the warehouse and I'm like, when does the success start? Like, do I call Hollywood or do they call me? No, but seriously, I prepared for the abundance to come in, and then it did. I could have kept just hustling and grinding and wondering when my next big break was gonna be, or I could have a come to Jesus moment and be like, what if I got everything I wanted right now? Amazon Prime delivery, right at my front door. Would I be ready for it? So I got myself ready. I acted like I was ready. Like I was a character in a Sims game or something. Like I built this bitch. The 6-figure CEO of my dreams What would she be doing? What would she be thinking? How would she be running this business? How would she be showing up for herself? How do I get from who I am right now to her? I pretended like I was in a Sims game and I created a character, the 6-figure version of me that had the highest level of success in business. And then I asked myself, who do I have to become? What do I have to do to become her, to merge with her now? And it's not anything financial. It was everything right here in between the ears. What do I need to think? If I want to become her, I need to have that bitch's brain. So I got it. And the rest is history. Because your subconscious mind is the most powerful and most gullible thing in the entire world. Trick it. So yeah, that year I ended up doing all this mindset work, this identity shifting work, all of that. I ended up going from working 3 jobs to making $300,000 in 3 months. Not literally, but the big shift when I was going through all of this and the big changes was 3 months. I did go from working 3 jobs, and by the end of that year, we had made $300,000. So that was sick. And it also afforded me the opportunity to not work for 4 years. I traveled a little bit. I'm in Florida right now for round 2. I moved here a couple years ago when I was learning how to surf and playing football. I spent some time in Atlanta, Houston, Puerto Rico, but we'll get into that into later videos. All I'm saying is I am from a small town in Kentucky. I just realized I had my pinky up all this time. Okay, British. Okay, fancy. I'm from a small town in Kentucky, and if I could make all of this happen, you can too. And that $300,000 didn't come from strategy. It came from belief. Delusional, borderline crazy belief. The kind of belief that says, I don't know how, but I know who, and that's me. I manifested those numbers because I truly didn't entertain or see or thought that any other option was available to me. Either it has to work or it has to work. There's no other option. There's no plan B, both ways. Cause I'm gay. Yo, let me stop playing, but honestly this is my channel, so I'm gonna continue. When it came in, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I wasn't surprised. I was not shocked. I had been living this reality in my head already. And then reality just finally caught up. Like, okay, yes, universe, thank you so much for this money. But it's like, I've already thanked you for it in my journal 127 times. Like, I knew it was coming. And that sounds cocky, but when you're co-creating and when you have that delusional faith, that delusional self-belief, the universe makes a way for you. Shit just works in your favor. Another quote I really like is, the quickest way to rig life in your favor is to simply believe that it is. And that's what I believed. And I'll let you in on another secret. That's the key to building self-confidence. Having an undeniable stack of evidence that you are who you say you are. Every day of your life is practice in becoming the person that you want to be. Every day you wake up, the universe is giving you an option to prove you are who you say you are. What reality are you going to entertain that day? Are you going to bedrock, or are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to skip the gym and go do this? Because every choice you make is a vote for the person you want to be in the future. And just for future reference, no, I will not be holding your hand when I say this. I have more shit to say too. Whether it's practicing a new train of thought, practicing a new belief pattern, you are telling a new story to yourself and the world every single day. You have to introduce your body and mind to the reality that you expect it to reflect back to you. Because if there's one thing I've learned from this life, you don't get what you want, you get what you expect to come your way. If you pray for rain, bring an umbrella. Let me say that again. If you are praying for rain, bring an umbrella. The power of your imagination mixed with your subconscious mind, mixed with action, will change your entire life. Make plans like an adult, but believe in them like a child. Make an energetic claim for the life you're building. Plan to be big, plan to be huge. I don't even know how many subscribers I have on here right now. I know one day I'll have 100,000. I know a different day I'll have 1 million. I'm going to show up right now as if I already have 100,000 followers or 1 million. I'm gonna show up as if there's already a YouTube plaque on the wall right there. I am going to embody that version of myself. So when it happens, it's just like, okay, thank you. Business as usual. But seriously, if you can get 10 paying customers, you can get 10,000. And all that needs to change is what's between your ears. This channel is a love letter to my younger self and honestly just a digital diary documenting my journey of remembering who the fuck I am. Because no matter what successes you've had, no matter how many wins you've stacked under your belt, sometimes we all just forget for a little bit. And the journey to remembering is one of the best journeys of life. And honestly, I just owe it to my vision boards, my journal, my notes app, and myself to finally bring my ideas out into the world. And I'm learning to let go of all the metrics and all the expectations. So yes, the subscriber growth, not if, but when it happens, that is great. It's not the goal. I'm not excited to eventually have 100,000 or 1 million subscribers. I'm excited to witness who I will become in that process. What if it doesn't work out? What if it does? Then what? Get a load of this guy. I'm not confident enough. Cool. Neither was I. But then I pretended I was. And you know what? My energy started showing up before I did. That's manifestation. That's identity shifting. That's the secret. I've come to learn that feeling lost in life is a privilege. Demanding more from yourself is a privilege. Demanding more from yourself is a privilege. If you're feeling lost in life right now, 1, same. 2, do you realize how lucky you are? How lucky am I to not have it all figured out? How lucky am I that I don't know where I want to go? How lucky am I that my only job is to find out the answers to those questions and enjoy the ride along the way? Because wherever you want to go and whoever you want to be, as long as you believe it, you will become it. How exciting is that? You will not be given a dream or a vision that you cannot fulfill. Ask for more. Ask for help. The universe isn't on a budget. The universe is not on a budget. When you take aligned action, the people, places, things, and opportunities that you need will literally fall into your lap to help you and guide you. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't things work out for you? Either they have to work or they have to work. There's no other option. You are the writer, the creator, and the director of your own story. You cannot be scared of the next chapter when you personally know the author. It's you. You have the power and the opportunity today to make a choice that your future self will thank you for. What if it all comes true? What if it's all possible? What if you're standing there so proud of yourself because you pulled that off? Last question. What are you waiting on? Become the main character of your life and make it the greatest story ever told. I don't have it all figured out. I'm learning, messing up, applying, relearning, and trying again. I'm honestly just documenting my journey and sharing what I learn along the way. But if what I learn can help you, then we're both winning. So if you're into manifestation, mindset, the law of assumption, and just becoming the best version of yourself physically, financially, spiritually, and everything in between, welcome. You're in the right spot. Grab a fruit snack and stay a while. I said white spot, but that snippet took me 3 tries and I'm over it. We're moving on. Subscribe if you're ready to reprogram your reality with me. This is just the beginning. Nobody is going to give you permission to live a big life, so if you're still waiting, I'll do it. Here's your sign. Be delusional. Build the thing. Start the brand. Start the channel. Say the affirmations. Take the leap. My last quote that I love, leap and the net will appear. Leap and the net will appear. Take the first step and the way will be made for you. You have to take that first step. Take the damn leap. And when it works, because it will, notice I didn't say if, I said when, that version of you, you'll look back and say, she didn't know how, but she believed, and that was enough. See you next week.